We are now coming to scroll 8 of this amazing book, The Greatest Salesman in the World by Andino. And why I just love this series is because one of the most effective ways, or one of the most effective things you can do to become a better salesperson is to become a better person. And this book, The Greatest Salesman in the World by Andino, contains 10 invaluable scrolls which contain priceless wisdom that built trade empires and created the greatest salesman in the world. Each of the 10 scrolls contains an affirmation or a promise that you make to yourself with powerful words of wisdom that will alter your life. Last week, we listened to scroll 7. Okay, remember, the first scroll of all these is the most important. It contains a secret given to only a handful of men. It teaches what is the most effective way to learn what is in the other scrolls. So if you are following the secret in scroll 1, you could still be in scroll 1. I'm just about to finish scroll 1, going through it 3 times a day. Okay. A few, like Huiswan, Susan, and Jeff, are already on scroll 2. Okay. Meanwhile, let me go on to reveal scroll 8. And I'm going to let you listen to Andino himself. Let me share my screen.
The scroll marked 8. Today, I will multiply my value 100-fold. A mulberry leaf touched with the genius of man becomes silk. A field of clay touched with the genius of man becomes a castle. A cypress tree touched with the genius of man becomes a shrine. A cut of sheep's hair touched with the genius of man becomes raiment for a king. If it is possible for leaves and clay and wood and hair to have their value multiplied 100, yea, 1,000-fold by man, cannot I do the same with the clay which bears my name? Today I will multiply my value 100-fold. I am likened to a grain of wheat which faces one of 3 futures. The wheat can be placed in a sack and dumped in a stall until it is fed to swine, or it can be ground to flour and made into bread, or it can be placed in the earth and allowed to grow until its golden head divides and produces 1,000 grains from the one. I am likened to a grain of wheat, with one difference. The wheat cannot choose whether it be fed to swine, ground for bread, or planted to multiply. I have a choice, and I will not let my life be fed to swine, nor will I let it be ground under the rocks of failure and despair, to be broken open and devoured by the will of others. Today, I will multiply my value 100-fold. To grow and multiply, it is necessary to plant the wheat grain in the darkness of the earth, and my failures, my despairs, my ignorance, and my inabilities are the darkness in which I have been planted in order to ripen. Now, like the wheat grain which will sprout and blossom only if it is nurtured with rain and sun and warm winds, I too must nurture my body and mind to fulfill my dreams. But to grow to full stature, the wheat must wait on the whims of nature. I need not wait, for I have the power to choose my own destiny. Today I will multiply my value 100-fold. And how will I accomplish this? First, I will set goals for the day, the week, the month, the year, and my life. Just as the rain must fall before the wheat will crack its shell and sprout, so must I have objectives before my life will crystallize. In setting my goals, I will consider my best performance of the past and multiply it 100-fold. This will be the standard by which I will live in the future. Never will I be of concern that my goals are too high, for is it not better to aim my spear at the moon and strike only an eagle, than to aim my spear at the eagle and strike only a rock? Today I will multiply my value 100-fold. The height of my goals will not hold me in awe, though I may stumble often before they are reached. If I stumble, I will rise, and my falls will not concern me, for all men must stumble often to reach the hearth. Only a worm is free from the worry of stumbling. I am not a worm. I am not an onion plant. I am not a sheep. I am a man. Let others build a cave with their clay. I will build a castle with mine. Today I will multiply my value 100-fold. And just as the sun must warm the earth to bring forth the seedling of wheat, so too will the words on these scrolls warm my life and turn my dreams into reality. Today I will surpass every action which I performed yesterday. I will climb today's mountain to the utmost of my ability, yet tomorrow I will climb higher than today, and the next will be higher than tomorrow. To surpass the deeds of others is unimportant. To surpass my own deeds is all. Today I will multiply my value 100-fold. And just as the warm wind guides the wheat to maturity, the same winds will carry my voice to those who will listen, and my words will announce my goals. Once spoken, I dare not recall them, lest I lose face. I will be as my own prophet, and though all may laugh at my utterances, they will hear my plans, they will know my dreams, and thus there will be no escape for me until my words become accomplished deeds. Today, I will multiply my value 100-fold. I will commit not the terrible crime of aiming too low. I will do the work that a failure will not do. I will always let my reach exceed my grasp. I will never be content with my performance in the market. I will always raise my goals as soon as they are attained. I will always strive to make the next hour better than this one. I will always announce my goals to the world, yet never will I proclaim my accomplishments. Let the world instead approach me with praise, and may I have the wisdom to receive it in humility. Today I will multiply my value 100-fold. 1 grain of wheat, when multiplied 100-fold, will produce 100 stalks. Multiply these 100-fold 10 times, and they will feed all the cities of the earth. Am I not more than a grain of wheat? Today I will multiply my value 100-fold. And when it is done, I will do it again and again, and there will be astonishment and wonder at my greatness as the words of these scrolls are fulfilled in me.
Wow, that was really something. Okay, that was really something. Okay, so good morning to all those I didn't greet earlier, Jeff, Sue, and by the way, happy birthday, Sue. Ruth, Wiswan, May, GP, Joshua, good morning to all of you. I like what it says. I am not a man. No, sorry, I'm not a worm. I'm a man. And the only one that can say something better than that is you women. I am not a man. I am a woman. You women are absolutely amazing, especially in our new skin business. So let me just recount some of the things that stood out to me from this scroll. Today I will multiply my value 100-fold, not go double, go 100-fold. I will not commit the terrible crime of aiming too low. I will do the work that a failure will not do. I will always let my reach exceed my grasp. To surpass the deeds of others is not important. To surpass my own deeds is all. I will set goals for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year, and for my life. And I will raise them ever higher each time they are attained. Only a worm is free from the worry of stumbling. I am not a worm. I'm not an onion plant. I'm not a sheep. I'm a man. I'm a woman. Let others build a cave with their clay. I will build a castle with mine. To grow and multiply, it is necessary to plant the wheat grain in the darkness of the earth, and my failures, my despairs, My ignorance and my inabilities are the darkness in which I have been planted in order to ripen. I will set my goals so high that even if I fall short, I will still achieve greatness and success. I will announce my goals to anyone who will listen, so I will have no escape, no choice but to succeed. Today, I will multiply my value 100-fold. How appropriate it is, at this time, at this season of our life, especially at this month end, as we have met our goals, we decide we're going to relax, or we haven't met our goals, we're just going to meet our goals, or it's our vision to multiply 100-fold, because I'm not a weed with no choice. I'm not a worm. I'm not an onion plant. I'm a human being. Now, scroll 8 is so familiar, isn't it? It's really the success mantra. Success equals to intention plus action plus grace. Intention is about setting goals and setting big goals, choosing to build a castle rather than a cave, to aim at the moon rather than just an eagle. Action is about doing more than I did yesterday, always striving to make the next hour better than the last. I think of some of you here, I think of Wiswan, always striving to exceed, excel, doing what it takes to increase by 100-fold. Okay, not just enough. Intention, action, and grace. And grace is the multiplier. It will take the 100-fold and multiply it for eternity. And when I think of grace, I think of God. I'm reminded of King David's words in Psalm 127, verse 1. He says, unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchman stays awake in vain. So get to your knees, do what God wants, not just what you want. We are stewards of the incredible gifts and talents and responsibilities that has been placed to us to be a force for good throughout the world, empowering people to improve lives. So next week, I will share scroll 9, but remember the secret of scroll 1, okay? I will read each scroll for 30 consecutive days in this manner. First, I will read the words in silence when I wake up. Second, I will read the words in silence at noon. And finally, and most importantly, I will read the words at night before I go to sleep, and I will read them aloud. I will do this each day for 30 days, then move on to the next scroll.